Hello, folks. I'm just checking everything is running all right. But I think the stream's up and running. No drop frames so far. Okay. Just. Okay, perfect. All right. Sorry about that. We are going to be racing in just over 5 minutes. Feel fully unprepared, but it is the same race we ran last night, so it should be okay. So, what is interesting about tonight? I was chatting to a pal earlier today, and he was just commenting on kind of the quality of the stream on Twitch last night. You know, especially I think one of the McLarens had a bit of a sort of metallic reflective paint that looked pretty good. Anyway, it made me think. I'm like, okay, well, that's a 1080p stream, so looks fine. But Twitch doesn't have the best quality, especially for someone like me who doesn't have a huge amount of subscribers currently. But YouTube always has much more options in terms of streaming. And I'm just gonna grab my glasses here. Oh, they're upstairs. I'll get them in a sec. So kind of last minute, I decided, well, you know what? Why not try a 4K stream? Is it possible? Can the hardware make it happen? And to be honest, I wasn't entirely sure whether it would work. But I spent about half an hour configuring OBS. I think it's stable. I was struggling quite a bit with drop frames, but it's at 0 now. I just had to play around with the quality settings and a bunch of stuff. And initially I was trying to run at 30 frames per second, but when I watch back my test, it's just too choppy. I think for a racing game, it just doesn't look great. So I've adjusted some other settings, and I'm hoping that we won't maintain the frames, but also it's a little bit smoother for you watching. So that's the game plan. I'm just going to pop upstairs, grab my glasses, come back, and then, to be honest, we're probably going to jump straight into quali. If I can just do a quick warm-up lap, I will, but give me 2 seconds here. All right. Now, one of the other things is I have not figured out a way to see the chat because I don't have my fourth screen up and running. I was kind of hoping I could just get it, see the chat on YouTube here, but I think unless I have it full screen, I can't see the chat. I'm not sure. Gotta love a lastminute.com stream, and I'll be honest, that is what the alt account is for. Nice, Arthur. I haven't seen you for ages. Yeah, Pan, the quality should be good. I'm hoping my iPhone won't lock. If it does, I will lose the chat because I'm not a good enough driver to do that whilst racing. But anyway, let's run and just throw in a few quali sims, or just one. So we were in Split 2 last night. That was fun. I would guess will be similar tonight. I don't think we'll be in Split 1. We're still only at 2.4. However, that was perfectly competitive yesterday, and we got punted on lap 1, so it was pretty much a journey from the back anyway. So we'll just see. Yes, Arthur, 7:45 race, exactly, so won't even get a quali sim in here. Now, the other challenge I've got at the moment is I'm... So let's turn my volume down a little bit here, it's a little bit loud. There we go. Yeah, the only other challenge I've got at the moment is not running overlays. I know isn't the best for streaming. So hopefully with this better resolution, you'll be able to slightly, well, see the black box in the bottom right hand corner a little better. I normally race with that set on just a relative, but I might leave it running on this screen for this race because it gives a bit more information. And yeah, I don't know whether I will attempt to bring the overlays back, but if I'm honest, I probably won't until iRacing release their version of it in game, just because of the impact to FPS that I saw when I used Race Labs with this 4K setup the first time. Don't really want to go back down that path. So in terms of quality times yesterday, I did a 2-minute .5, which was fine. But that was after quite a bit of practice coming in cold tonight, so we'll be lucky to get there. Okay, well, let's jump in. Whilst it's loading, I will double check the drop frames. But yeah, it's been a bit of an adventure. I'm sure I don't have it set up optimally just yet. But yeah, I'm not seeing drop frames. I've set the, I don't know what you call it, I guess encoder settings, but anyway, around 22,000 kilobytes per second. That seemed to be a good balance. When I went to 25,000, it just killed OBS pretty much. I mean, it was still running, but I was getting warnings and I was dropping like 30% of frames, so that sucked. I've turned off HDR, which probably means the color quality, if you're watching on a HDR monitor, isn't as good, but HDR is just even more bandwidth, so that was kind of killing me as well. But once I made a few adjustments, I could get back to 60 frames per second, which I think is just better. 30 frames, I don't know, everything was jittery just because the screen is moving so quickly. So let's see, this looks like a good balance, and handily my phone is not sleeping, so I will be able to see the chat if I just look down occasionally, so that's also good. Okay, let's jump on in. Let's have a look at my levels here. They don't look too bad. Right, weather, is it the same as yesterday? Looks to be maybe cloudier than yesterday perhaps, but no rain. Got the quali set on. Okay, let's just go out one more time here. So it's IMSA, it's multi-class. The first lap, even after getting punted yesterday, we passed 2 or 3 wrecks after that, so it was kind of carnage. Yeah, I guess we'll just see how it is tonight. Haven't driven with the driving controls visible, but another request earlier today, and yeah, it's true. If I'm going to stream more, need a bit more information, so kind of added that on as well, so you guys can see that bottom right. What I found interesting yesterday when I was racing is quali was fine, it's kind of where I hoped it to be, but race pace was really slow. I was just, I don't know, second and a half slow all race, or at least about a second slower than at least what I've been doing in practice, and I thought the conditions were similar, so no idea. I didn't get any damage from the first incident either, so it could have just been a confidence thing.
You got a slow car on the left, slow car ahead. You got a slow car on the right, go right.
One of these guys know safety rating is running right now, albeit 30% or whatever it is, so it's not too bad. Right, well, I'm amazed I can see chat, not dropping frames. Let's see if we can have a half decent race tonight. The other thing I noticed when I was looking post-race was no one was really running the Porsche in top split, so I guess perhaps it's not uber quick here. There was one 5k guy running it, I think, who finished towards the back. Everyone else was in kind of a mixture of cars, just not Porsche. I don't know if it's that bad here. Right, trying to remember this is a quali sim, not just a random practice. But yeah, so I don't know whether I'll come back to YouTube for live streaming permanently, or it's kind of interesting. I do prefer the flexibility that you have with YouTube in terms of the different encoder settings. I know you can just do so much more in terms of the stream quality. There's a bit more effort involved in setting up the stream, which I probably is the downside. You know, you're going to set up a thumbnail in advance, set up the broadcast, which is cool to get more people into it, but it's a bit of a bit of extra effort. I do love how you can just jump on Twitch and just jump in and go. It takes 2 seconds, remembers your prior settings, so that's kind of nice. But maybe I'll do a combination of both. Could be, the big specials, use YouTube. That could be the way to go. And then, just for the random weekly races where it's more jump and drive, keeps Twitch. But we'll see. This is kind of fun being back on YouTube tonight, especially if this 4K stream goes well. I think if it does go well, I might run the IMSA Enduro on it as well tomorrow. Alright, gonna just focus in here on quali, as I haven't even done a quali sim today. Try not to put it in the wall. I think yesterday I span on my first lap actually, so it's not ideal.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Track feels pretty quick actually. Had to get out of it there, I was going to run wide. Interesting, track feels faster. Probably will end up being slower knowing me, but I just feel like there's a bit more grip here.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
My word, I can brake so much later for the hairpin. Wow, this is a bit of an exploratory lap. Maybe just not used to quality fuel again. Going a little bit deeper here. Doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it feels like a slow lap, but see if we can ramp it up for lap 2. So slow. Hate that corner. Love the track, but just struggle there so much all the time. Okay, the car has just got oodles more grip. Gonna be a slow lap. I need to try and find this extra grip.
0.6.
Couldn't quite get on the gas early enough, and weirdly I'm a 10th down, which is super frustrating.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Maybe slower is faster. That hairpin felt a lot better, but was only a little better. Oh, we've got to find a bit more time. Come on. Wheel spin there's not going to help you out. Oh, mine's slower. Ugh, frustrating, frustrating. Come on. Got to find a bit more. Okay, well, found a little bit there. Come on. Oh my god, overbraking so much. What a disaster. Well, poor quality, but there we go, didn't practice much, so kind of deserve that.
There's the flag. It's over.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's going to be a fairly mid-pack quali finish. Let's have a quick look. We haven't had any crashes, so we'll take that. P2. God, that's crazy. We must be in split 2, maybe even split 3, to be honest, because there were 2 not great laps. Crikey, if I'd found at any time, we would have been on pole. That's super annoying. Rather be in P3 than P2, really. Well, that's a surprise, but we're on the alt account, so probably in split 2. But I'm still amazed by that. You know, that lap time yesterday would have only had me in 4th or 5th, I think. So yeah, a bit surprised by that, to be honest. The track felt faster, maybe it wasn't. Looks crispy, yeah, it does actually. Well, you know, what I thought would be good is, I'm loving this 4K, but it's always much more enjoyable when you get to share it. And obviously with Twitch, you can only do 1080p, and it's, you know, it's fine, but as soon as you maximize that, it doesn't look awesome. So I just figured, yeah, will I not try it on the alt account? It's kind of what it's for. Not a dual PC setup. No, this is all running off a 9800 X3D. So obviously that's plenty powerful enough, and a 4090, both of them with a mild overclock, nothing too crazy. But yes, all just running on one, but I have disconnected 4th screen, not running any external overlays, don't even have Discord running in the background, so all of the power is really going to the game and to OBS. And let's just have a quick check. Drop frame 0. Well, I guess we found a decent balance. You guys will have to let me know whether the quality is kind of hitting the mark. Right, let's make sure we put the race set on. 4 and 6. Right, P2, good. Let's try not to die on lap 1 like we did yesterday.
Line up on the right side.
Have a good race.
The estimated strength of field is 2,576. Closed. Pit road is closed.
So again,
It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp.
yeah, we don't. Overlay is going to be poor, but bottom right hand corner is where you're going to find black box, which will generally be on lap timing. I'll probably deal with the pit stuff now, actually, whilst I've got a minute. Find it almost impossible to do this when I'm driving, just because of how bumpy the track is. So there we go, no tyres. I think the margin's set to 0.4, which is fine, and that's what we'll go with, to be honest. But we'll come and check back on that in a second. Oh, different splits. Well, Arthur, you must be in split 1, buddy. I'm on the alt, so the alt is catching up the main, but it's not there yet. Well, good race, Arthur. Have a good one, buddy. Okay, so let's have a look at FPS. Down in the 90s, which is kind of similar to yesterday's. That's alright. Still not dropping any frames. So, yeah, I'd say we're doing okay. Okay, we should be underway shortly here. Yeah, well, the studders will be interesting tonight, Garage RCR. We're gonna. That's partly why I wanted to run it in a reasonably long race, but also not too long.
25 car, catch up, 18 car, catch up, 30 car, catch up, 35 car, catch up, 13
This is the one part of the in-game spotter that I hate. They just don't need to do the catch-ups until, you know, cars have just set off at least, especially in multi-class.
Catch up, 36 car, catch up, 22 car, catch
I'm
up,
assuming
34
we
car,
are going
catch
to
up,
wait
41
here.
car,
Right, what are we chasing
catch up,
today?
44 car.
Oh, it's the McLarens again. I was racing McLarens yesterday. Okay, we do have a Porsche in the mix there, though. So we've got a full lap of warm-up or pacing, gridding, whatever. But we'll be most likely on the gas on the back straight, which is not too bad actually. Obviously leaves you exposed in sunset, which is what happened yesterday, and we got clattered from behind. No damage though, so that was alright. Man, I do love this track.
Catch up, 42 car, catch up, 44 car.
Try and get a little bit of tyre temperature. Still do enjoy this green Porsche livery. Yeah, it's great looking. I know you guys can't see it, it's on my left screen at the moment, but well, if we get a bad start, you'll be able to see it. If not, be in my rear view mirror hopefully.
Catch up, 42 car.
But yeah, I don't know if the 4K stream is stable tonight and working well. I mean, I might potentially just come back from Twitch. Audience is a lot smaller on there. And I did want to try it just to see how it went. YouTube has always kind of felt like the home, to be honest, for the channel. I'm happy to see we're leaving a decent gap to the LMP2s. There was some carnage ahead of us last night there as well in that class. Well, they're not that far ahead. Yeah, will do, buddy. Will do. What should I buy for 222K? Like in terms of GPU, Nico? To be honest, I would have thought anything from like a 3080 up is going to be fine in 1440p. I was running a 3090 on triple 1440p's and was absolutely fine.
About to go green, stay focused.
Just got to focus here in case this guy does one and I'm not ready. Glad for triple screens in these moments. Oh, we got murdered! Absolutely murdered! Oh, we have to keep it in here. This could be horrible. Aggressive. Did not want to give up that position easy, but really got mullered there on the start.
Slow car ahead. Go left.
Okay, some carnage ahead. Just let's keep it safe, boys. Going pretty defensive here. I want everyone to know I'm going to stick my elbows out all the way through this section. God, I'm just slow on exit here. That was annoying. Alright. Let's see what our pace is like to this guy. Porsche looks pretty racy behind as well. Well, at least we're not dead yet. We had a struggle last night. We're already at the back of the field and hacking our way through. this guy's pretty cautious on the brakes through there.
You got a slow car on the left. You got a slow car on the left.
Oh my god, slow LMPs is the worst because they're going to get up to speed. Hope you're not damaged, buddy.
Keep to the right. Keep to the right.
Yeah, that was all on me. I got distracted by LMPs. Brutal! Okay, we're going to go all the way to the back here. Just going to keep it safe. There we go. Yeah, I was too aggressive. So, that was on me. So, same as last night. Hunting down the pack. Damn. Yeah, it's always the worst in multi-class. Didn't think I went in too deep for that, but I'm sure if I look on the replay I missed my braking marker. Because I just could not get it stopped in time. Do kind of wish the LMPs had just got out of it to give us all a bit of room.
Colour's fine. No damage to report.
No damage, got away with that, so now we just got to hunt these guys down. Nice to have had a clean race, honestly. And last night we got really lucky because after the incident there was tons of other crashes in front of us tonight. We're going to have to work for this one. What I'm hoping though is I can at least find the pace because I made my way up through the pack yesterday, but pace was never really there. Alright, so what are we? Position 38. Don't know what that is in class, but we're at the back, we know that. Scene of the disaster. Struggling to get the car turned here. Now with George, or Garage, sorry, RCR, it's running pretty good. I mean, in-game frame rates are fine. We should have plenty of action tonight as we come back through the field, so it'll be a good test for all the components. Not making up as much ground as I would like here.
1.2.
Yeah, I mean, I need to be running in there 2 zeros here. I'm just still missing that pace. Slow exit out the hairpin there. Couldn't get the power down. But yes, in good news, it's very playable. Did wonder whether once the race got underway whether that would show some more issues either with the stream or with the FPS in game, but so far so good. I was really hoping for a run up the front tonight as well. Managed to navigate a pretty hairy sunset, but it's too ambitious here. This thing to turn. I'm just sending it in too hot there. Struggled with sunset a lot last night. I was feeling a little bit better there. Let's just see where we are in class. 15th.
1.6.
Making ground up on these guys, but just not. Again, similar lap times to last night. Just don't know. I just feel like I should be half a second quicker. So I think the target is going to have to be a top 10. That's 5 positions. I mean, if we can get in the mix with these guys, must have a chance. Still easier to catch them than it will be to pass them, obviously. Still struggling with traction here. Slightly better, but rest of the lap still not good. Still running in the high 201s, and that's the same as yesterday. Frustrating. Gotta take more risk into sunset there. Alright, so we're 2.1. Just not making ground here. Look at that, 2 tenths down. Not sure where I'm losing all that time, to be honest. I mean, tyres are fine. Fuel load's only coming down. Strange. Okay, well, we are visibly catching this lot finally. As always, faster class cars gonna give us some hell here.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Right side.
I mean, that was not the most awesome overtake from those guys, but...
Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there, hold your line.
Jesus, guys, you cannot just drive like I'm not there.
Right side. You've got wheel damage. If one of your wheels is out of alignment, you'll have less grip out there. Clear.
Wow. Oh yeah, the car is not pointing straight. Well, I thought we'd have an adventure with the performance, not with the race tonight. Oh my god. Okay, let's see how fast this thing will go with a wheel pointing in the wrong direction. Yeah, it's a struggle.
4.2.
Let's have a look at lap times. Oh,
Faster traffic
turning
approach.
left is not super awesome.
Car on your left. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Well, got done by the traffic, but I also think it was partly my driving on both of those incidents. Not actually spooling the replay tonight, so we won't be able to see them after. But we'll have a look at the in-car view and see what we make of it. Well, disaster race, successful stream. Take that, 1 out of 2. Still want to try and catch these guys up though, even with the busted car.
Faster traffic approaching.
Doesn't actually feel too bad now I've done a few corners with it. Just turning left is a bit weird.
Right side. Clear.
There on those curbs. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle for the rest of this race, but we'll just give it a go. Still 2.5 seconds back. A little brutal.
The leader is running 2.5.
Yeah, that is the lap time that I feel should be possible. Obviously not with the busted car, but I was struggling to do that yesterday as well.
3.1.
Okay, I mean top speed is not too bad I don't think. It's just controlling that car through the corners. Hopefully we'll have more luck tomorrow and the longer enduro. Probably be a bit more safe to stay out of trouble. Alright, we're back with these guys again. At least we'll have a bit of fun, a few battles would be cool. Struggle us. Come on, Carter. This is not going to do us any favours for safety rating tonight, of course.
Right side, car right, clear.
What a nightmare. Yeah, better keep an eye on those incidents. Don't really want to go over 10.
Faster car coming up quick.
God, it takes me so long now to get back on the gas with this thing.
Car right. Clear on the right. 2.8.
I mean, these guys are battling. Surely gotta get one or two of them.
Faster traffic approaching. Car on your left.
These guys
right, clear.
just pushing their way through tonight. Super irritating. Wow, 0x, but look at him, you can see him diving everywhere ahead of us. So unpredictable. I mean, I get it's tricky when there's cars together like this, but even so, gotta try and pick your moment a little cleaner than that. Damage report in a second, just so we can hear the full damage.
Got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. We've got damage on the back end.
So probably a little bit of aero perhaps as well. God, definitely feels a little unstable as well as the turning issues. Yeah, Tough race tonight. Back of running the high 202s, nightmare. So little confidence getting back on the power. Killing me on all the exits.
3.1.
Missed my braking point, went in super hot. Just about held it together there. Well, kind of making inroads, kind of not, to be honest. I could just drop time to these guys on the exits on every corner. I was hoping that was a GT3, it was not.
About 5 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, we're only mildly quicker than these guys. Not a lot in it. Look at that, just cannot get on the power. Drifts all the way out here. Brutal. Only way to take sunset fast right now is to get real tired, I think.
2.4.
So unstable going through there. Try and stay away from the 1X. Well, let's just hope they can do something in the pit stop with this wheel. It's super frustrating. Well, just a race at the back. That's all we got. Come on. The only time I really get close to these guys is if they're fighting, which doesn't bode well. I do feel slightly quicker than them, but just not really enough. Some faster cars coming through again. Fun times.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left. Group of faster cars approaching.
So some incident there. Hopefully that's given us at least one free place. I'm actually getting past on a straight for once.
Clear.
Oh my god, buddy, that's a bit aggressive.
Car right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right. There's an incident behind. 2.9.
Don't think that had anything to do with us. Never know though. Oh my god, I cannot get this thing to turn into... Oh! I'm going to crash there every lap. Well, we just might be trying to pick up freebies here tonight. Unless they can get enough of this wheel damage fixed in the pit stop that we can actually have a bit of a drive. Closing in on P10, but not because of our driving.
The car behind is pitting.
See how aggressive we can go on the pit stop. Yeah, 0.6, we'll get that down to 0.4 for sure. These guys are fighting, so it gives us a chance. I mean, these 3 positions, you know, that would call that a success if we could make it. Maybe the pit stops will help us a little. Well, could have had a better run there, but had to get out of it. Again, sacrifice so much time in sunset just to get around there safely. It's same with T1 at the moment as well, but we'll see if we can drive it a little bit harder this time, maybe brake a touch earlier. Oh no, missed my braking point again. Yeah, that's killing me.
The car behind is pitting.
Slight opportunist look there.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Wasn't really on, so backed out of it. We'll have a slight chance going into the hairpin. We didn't want to send it there. We've been involved in enough accidents tonight. It's a career. Take someone out. If we're going to do this, let's try and do it properly.
Faster cars approaching. Left side. Clear. You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line.
Scene of the earlier crime. Try not to do that again.
Still there.
And that is just a horrible place to pass me, buddy. Well, traffic management. 1 out of 10.
Clear.
Really struggle with that tonight.
Leader is running. 2 even.
2 even. Well, wouldn't that be a dream right now? This thing will turn. Come on. Right, how many laps of fuel have we got?
4 even. The next 2 cars in front of a position. You're in the top 10.
In the top 10 because of pit stops though. But I've got to pick this lap with these guys. Okay, even with a broken car, it looks like we have the pace of this guy here. We just got to find a place to do it sensibly. Well, this has been a hustle of a race, a tough one as well. Just trying to get a good exit there. It wasn't bad. Don't know if it'll be enough. We'll have a little look here.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Bit of a send. I don't feel like that much of a send, but I suspect it was a little bit more sended than I had hoped for. It was a little bit tricky with a busted car. And it was a 0x, so sure that wasn't particularly enjoyed by the guy we passed.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped ahead. Faster traffic approaching.
Maybe we can do this guy a favour and tow him along a little bit. Yeah, I don't know whether I didn't feel like I missed my braking point, but man, it was a sendy move. Really took out the guy ahead.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Car right, the leader's pitting now. Clear on the right.
Yeah, we have also got to pit here, got to get this wound in tightly.
Car on your left, clear.
Oh, well, that was a rough one.
5,
That was a really rough one.
1. Right here. All the damage is repairable. You're in fifth.
It's all repairable, but there's 2 minutes of it, so yeah, that's not going to be what's happening. So that was a pretty big hit, second time round.
All clear, punch it.
Not be stopping for any any damage repairs. So yeah, the car is going to feel rough for the rest of the race. Well, only got ourselves to blame tonight. Let's go. Do you find it? Oh my word. Carnage. Right, let's see, is the top 10 still on? We will class that as a pretty good outcome because this car is an absolute pig to drive right now. And not because it's a Porsche. Right, where are we? Well, it says 5th, we won't be 5th. Yeah, I do miss the proper overlays. But I went back and had a look at the development update from iRacing, and it does look like they've taken quite a lot of inspiration from iOverlay and RaceLab when they've been putting theirs together. So hopefully when it does come with the multiple black boxes, it will be as easy to use and hopefully less of a performance hit as well. I mean, ideally no performance hit at all. I try and minimize my third-party apps. Used to run a whole bunch more, but now really just run Garage 61 Trading Paints and the SimuCube app, I think. Oh, lovely. Back end steering all over the place. Right, so we can measure our pace here.
The leader's pitting now.
There's always a chance we're under-fueled as well, of course. That could be fun.
That car in front is the position. Car 7 has taken the lead. The car in front of you is the position. Go get him. The leader's pitting now.
Yeah, well, we'll go get him. The wheels are pointing in the right direction. The car in front of you is the position. Go get him. The next car's the leader. The next car's the... Okay, I mean... I'm very confused. I assume that is just a spotter malfunction there. Or we are vastly underfueled and won't make it to the end of the race, which will be the other enjoyable end to the night. Yeah, I'm very confused by that message. Okay. I was trusting the iRacing fuel, only went down to 0.4, wasn't even running it that fine. No idea. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Come on, car. Give me a break here. But I just cannot get it to turn right. It just drifts for days. Unless I come to a standstill like that. Right, I'm very confused. Yeah, there we go. So, P10. Yeah, that sounds accurate. Honestly, this guy, I can't catch him with the pace in this car.
2.5. You are raking the car in front.
Just don't have enough confidence to get the car in. Come on, one good lap here. Oh, a little stutter, don't know if that came through on the stream. It's the first one of tonight. Okay, well, might be getting hunted from behind here as well. Oh yes, it's our Mustang friend who's probably no longer a friend. Come on, car, turn for me. Ideally without all the wheel spin. This line is confusing me that he takes there, but maybe he just gets a better exit, not sure. This car's hard to drive. Feel like I'm going to be in the barrier there at some point. Right, what's the gap? It's 1.8, so he's catching us.
You are raking the car in front.
That was unnecessary. If all these off tracks would give me some advantage, but they're just burning safety rating for no help whatsoever. Jonathan's catching us. Which is interesting because pre-overtake, well, maybe we weren't faster. I guess he was stuck in traffic. That's probably why. Trying to hang on for 10 minutes here. I can't tell you how patient I am having to be to get the power down. So frustrating. My God, the line this guy takes through there, that's really caught me by surprise. I'll be honest, I had no plans to overtake at that point, but he got so wide there. And where's this guy going to go? This has got disaster written all over it.
Clear on the right, too wide, clear. Car right, clear.
That was a completely unexpected overtake, and I can only imagine he made a mistake, but he had been going pretty wide there on the last couple of laps.
2.4.
Don't know, I mean, I am slow through that chicane at the best of times, but I don't know that the line he's taken is the optimal one for sure. Oof. So he could have taken that a little faster for once. Well, this is going to be a good test because I'm not even sure I was faster than this guy. Let's just check who he is.
Traffic approaching. Left side.
Well, got a little lucky with that traffic. Makes a change for this race for sure. Let's see who this guy is. Amelia, okay. I feel like that's a name I recognised from yesterday, actually. Don't know if we were battling then too. Didn't have a busted car yesterday though. Oh, I'm gonna have to get closer to that apex to get any sort of run out of that corner. Well, I mean, the one benefit is it's given us a slight cushion between the chasing guy behind. So if we can just drive sensibly. Yeah, I think he's struggling coming through the S's. He's going to be under pressure, I think, at sunset now.
The leader is running 2.2. Faster car coming up quick.
God, trying to keep this thing pinned is nigh on impossible through sunset at the moment. Horrible.
Left side. Clear on the left. 2.3. You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Well, I'll be honest, I'll be happy to see the back of this race. And the back of this car. It's going to be pretty weird racing it tomorrow when this thing turns.
Faster traffic approaching. Right side.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me, buddy.
Still there, hold your line. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide.
Where are you, buddy?
On your left. Clear on
Oh
the
my
left.
word, I don't know how we didn't die there, because I was just gripping the steering wheel and counter steering. I'm assuming we were just getting punted left and right by these protos. Up to 11x, what a race. No idea how we are not dead. No idea at all. Tiring race. That is for sure. Right, so behind us again is Jonathan, who I'm sure has got something to say about the earlier incident. He's faster, I think, when he's got clean air. Oh my God, why is Sunset so slow this lap? I'm just encouraging him to get with us. Right, we've probably got 3 laps here just to not give Jonathan a sniff, ideally.
3.6.
It'd be nice to actually just do a clean lap. A little wide there. Just getting too much wheel spin here. Right, so what is the gap? 1.1. So he's going to be in the toe unless we have a good midsection. Not my best hairpin, not my worst. I think he's just edging closer still there. Oh, come on, car, get your power down. God, the tyres are absolutely toast. Need to really wrestle it everywhere. Yeah, this is a bit of a struggle, right, buddy? Where are you going?
Right side. Clear on the right.
Oh, that was a bit more sensible from both of us. Right, have we maintained the gap or have we lost a bit? Oh, we've actually gained a bit there. Maybe we got lucky in the traffic. Stressful. guys can probably see how much the blue TC lights are flashing constantly when I'm trying to get on the power.
2.1.
Wow, we are in the green. Oh my word! Finally got rid of enough fuel that actually driving a little quicker. Miracle. Well, I was under-prepped, undercooked for tonight. I'm super happy with the stream. I'm sure there's more tweaks we can make to it, but let's get it running at 60 frames per second in 4K, and I need to check the quality, but it looked okay before. So we can have a bad race. We'll call it a bit of stream testing tonight. Again. God, how much I would love for this to be white flag. It's the gap. Oh, it's getting a little bigger. Get unlucky, I think. Oh, we'll have that. I'm happy to see the back of this race, I've got to be honest. Right, what position are we? P7, that is outrageous.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
No business being up there. I think we might have even finished P7 last night, which was far less incidents. And no damage either, which is a shame because it means we probably should have had a decent race at the front without that. Like I said earlier, I wasn't spooling the replay tonight because I'm just trying to rule out. I had a couple of stutters last night, nothing major, but just trying to rule out different elements. And replay spooling, I've heard, can be a thing, but I think, to be honest, I will turn it back on, because if we got a mild stutter tonight, then it's probably not that causing any damage. It would be interesting if there's enough of the replay that's saved around so we can see that one incident where we were basically just getting pushed along by something. Okay, I'll go this way, buddy. You go that way.
Left side.
Oh my god, you're just not fast enough, these LMP2s. GTP is to buy in a heartbeat. You don't even... Oh my god, someone's absolutely stacked here. It's a bit of a shame last lap. Hope we didn't lose too many positions. Okay, let's bring this thing home. That's outrageous that we're in P7 after that sort of race. We'll take it. I have to say, I did think the IR was just going to get tanked tonight, because in the first section of the race we weren't even making places. We were just literally following everyone around at the back, so I've no idea how we jumped up to P7. But we did. Right, we'll run around, grab a bit of SR, because it was not a good race for that. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Sorry it was a complete mad race, but I suppose they can be the more interesting ones to watch. I was hoping last night and tonight would be two really solid trial runs for the IMSA Enduro tomorrow, but as it happens, they were not. And if anything, my traffic management was worse tonight than it was yesterday. But all learning, all learning. Okay, safety rating still counting. I think That remaining time has got to hit the 45, and then we'll do the 15 minutes, and I think then we're done. There we go. Okay. So we'll spool as much of the replay as we can, but my worry is that we won't be able to spool all that much of it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm amazed we made up that ground. I mean, we had a terrible race, obviously. Absolutely diabolical, but yeah. Well, I guess we'll just take that one and move on. Okay, that's the pit stop. Where did we have that kind of like rubbing lap that was outrageous? And I think we're getting some abuse on the chat here, but I've no idea what that means. No, you didn't take that. You didn't have the right. You need to speak in English, buddy. It's hard. No idea has to go. I didn't have to take to the right. Not sure. But yeah, if that's the one where there was a spin behind us, I do agree. But we will drop him a message because, you know, we don't want to cause any drama. But yes. We'll be... Oh, no one's driving. Okay, well, he just came on to abuse us and disappear. Lovely. Right, so at this point we were still behind these guys. Now this was the send, which, yeah, I felt, well, from the car wasn't great. I mean, we're a long way back. You know what? I think he just... we're going in deep. Yeah, well, you know what? It was a bit of a send. Where did we brake? Let's check that out. Was I really past my braking mark? Yeah, I mean, I outbraked myself a touch. I mean, I'm on the brakes there. Let's just check. Are we on the brakes? Yeah, I mean, we're on the brakes where we normally are. Actually, probably a little bit earlier. I just think these guys broke super early. But that said, I also didn't get on the brakes hard enough because we ran in pretty deep there. Yeah, it was a scruffy overtake, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with the car that was absolutely hammered. Let's see where the damage was. Wheel doesn't look so bad. Where do we take the hit? Oh, there we do. Oh, yeah, that looks scruffy. Yeah, I guess that's the wheel that was giving me the trouble. Yeah, all on the left. Oh, yeah, left rear. But now let's see Emilio and see if he has, if he's right about what went down there. I'm going to guess it was maybe this 203 lap where we just, honestly, we're just getting mullered at one point. Now, is this Emilio behind us? Yeah, here we go. So he is frustrated with whatever happened here. Yeah, I can understand. You know what? The problem here, and I do feel for him, is I knew there was an LMP on the left, so that's fair. No, it's funny. I was looking left. Yeah, sorry, Amelia. That one's on me. Just didn't give him enough room. Let's have a look at the chopper. Yeah, it's fair. That's totally fair. That's annoying. I think just my track awareness there was poor. I don't think I was focused so much on the the prototypes that were in front and behind. I just don't think I'd realised he'd got up the inside there. And he's right. I didn't leave him enough room, but You know, I'll be honest, I didn't squeeze him on purpose, but I totally understand his frustration with that one. Well, sorry, Emilio. It's true. That sucked a little there, buddy. Kind of sums up my race. Yeah, just... there was more room. I was overly cautious. For the Island, yeah. For the prototype. Yep. Paula, man. Okay, still messaging. Well, I did try and... Okay, no one is driving that car. Well, why can I not? Well, kind of annoying when people do that. They give you a bunch of chat and then they don't stick around. Anyway, well, yes, Emilio, on me, buddy. So, sorry about that. Yeah, just an all-round scruffy race, but we may as well see what the outcome was. I'm going to turn on replay spooling before we go because I don't think that's going to impact stuttering from what I can tell. Good post-race analysis. How'd you get on, Arthur? I hope you you had a cleaner and better all-round race than me. I made some enemies, that's for sure. Right, IMSA 23. We didn't do the fastest lap. I always think this and then I'm wrong, so let me just take a minute here. Hold on, race, IMSA 23. Obviously got pummeled on safety rating. That's wild, we did the fastest lap by 2/10. I feel like that's not right. Right, Adrian, oh, he must have got involved in some scrape. He had a tough one. I did a media recovery too. Oh man, he took a massive heat. I'm sorry, buddy. I know that sucks. Yeah, Arthur. That's why I do love running the alt from time to time, must be said. Oh, look at Kevin. Plus 104, 2.3k. Banging race, buddy. Well, how annoying. So, yeah, we had the pace to be up there, but we just had an absolute shocker. Well, there we go. Okay, well, now we'll have replay spooling on for the next one, so if we have any more action tomorrow night, we'll be able to go through and do a proper analysis, but apologies to Emilio, that one was on me. But I'll be honest, that, yeah, the early bumps and scrapes we had, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was probably a little bit 50-50. I didn't navigate traffic particularly well, which is a bit of a shame. Definitely did a better job of that last night, but you know what, we didn't lose IR, so I guess we'll take that. And we had a big jump in SR yesterday, so, you know, it's the alt. We're doing fine. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the stream was pretty good. I'm just having a look now. No drop frames. Yeah, 60 FPS. Yeah, we're super happy with that. Cool. Well, thank you for tuning in. It'll be a little less rushed when we're next on YouTube, but I'll have a think overnight, to be honest, whether I make the permanent switch back or if we stick on Twitch or if we just jump in Twitch from time to time. Not sure what my plan's going to be. But maybe for the Enduro tomorrow, I might fancy running that, to be honest, on YouTube, because I didn't really notice any problems with FPS or anything like that. So yeah, maybe we'll give that a blast. 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so I'll probably be in the rig at about 6, and I get the stream up and running, whether it's Twitch or most likely YouTube. Yeah, sometime before before 7, maybe 6:30, so we can have a bit of a chat beforehand, and I'll have a bit more time to chat through settings and what's coming up on the channel. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Eventful race. I would prefer a more relaxed couple of hours in the sim tomorrow night. We will see how that goes, but we'll catch you then.